All right, let's lighten it up. I want to talk about my sick dog. No, we'll get to that in a minute. How about seriously? I'm going to do an impression for you. Okay? Yeah! I am known throughout the world for my impressions. What if Meryl Streep and Mr. Bean had a baby? Okay. Note to self, work on impression of Meryl Streep and Mr. Bean having a baby. All right. All right. Here's my impression of a guy who went through a midlife crisis, sold everything, moved to the woods, and decided he was going to make 18-year-old, handcrafted, small batch, artisanal whiskey. And the first batch didn't turn out very well, so he's now tasting his second batch.
Oh, God damn it. What the fuck? Son of a bitch. What did I do wrong this time? Fucking back to the drawing board.
Okay. Sir, what's your name? Jorn, yes. Jorn, do you think when Lincoln started his Gettysburg Address, do you think there was somebody who was like, dude, just say 87. What the fuck? Right? I mean, it's pretentious, right? What the fuck is he? Why do I have to do the math? I mean, yeah, okay. One of the things I missed when I was gone, and I always miss it when I'm away from New York, and is riding my bike, which I love, especially Brooklyn. I have been in Brooklyn for 10 years. I love riding my bike. I rode my bike here. I'm going to ride it home. It's the best. And almost all my shows, I ride my bike. And I love riding through the Orthodox Jewish communities. That's the way to go through it. You know, walking, I don't know. You know, walking like, get me the fuck out of here, but on a bike, woo, you can zip through. And one thing, you'll be riding through the Hasidic communities, and I'll often see there'll be like a young wife who's attractive, you know, like empirically attractive, and I know it's a wig, but whatever, you know, but I always feel a little bit of sympathy because there's no male equivalent for those women in that community. None. There's no, I mean, like this would be a 10. I'd be a 10. I'd be like, oh, hot stuff, hubba, hubba, you know? I know there are actors who play Orthodox Jews that are attractive, but when you ride through or walk through, no, man, sorry. I know it's subjective, but that's, you know, now it's subjective. Come on. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of years of inbreeding is going to give you a certain disadvantage. No, it's not, I feel bad. Like, oh, this, like the hottest guy's like, he's like middle-aged Woody Allen meets a young Harvey Weinstein. Oh, well, all right. Yeah, not so good. But they get the last laugh because they subjugate all their women. So, all right. So it's a win-win, right? But do y'all know what the mitzvah tank is? Okay. Well, I can guarantee you a lot of folks watching this at home don't know what a mitzvah tank is. But I'm going to look in this camera. I'm going to tell you what a mitzvah tank is right now. We have a lot of them in Brooklyn. Mitzvah tank, Orthodox community, they have this big RV, and there's several of them, and you'll hear them before you see them. You hear them like a block away with that kind of tinny Radio Shack. And, fun songs in Yiddish and Hebrew, and there's a big, huge picture of Rabbi Schneerson, the Messiah, Moshiach, and he's coming back any second. Moshiach is coming back. He's coming. Hey, hold tight. Any second now. Wait, where's that? Oh, okay, false alarm. He'll be here. And it will be fun if he does come back because, Rabbi Schneerson was a human being with no divine providence. He was just a human being. So off his thing. So it'd be, if he does come back, it's just this weird skeleton, and people are like, Moshiach, whoa! What's the problem, skeleton? But anyway, so the mitzvah tank rolls by, and what a mitzvah is a good deed. You're doing a good thing. And sometimes they have the tank, and sometimes they'll dispense, they'll disgorge different Jews to go on the street corners and perform the mitzvahs, which is, it's a good deed, and it's always the same thing. What they do is, and I've done this a couple times, I've volunteered to let them do it on me, and just to help a brother out, and what it is, they wrap the tefillin on you, which is there's like a two prayer boxes, wood, and then there's leather strips. One goes on your arm, and the other goes around your forehead, and then they rattle off this prayer super quick, because they're working on commission. They got it in and out, in and out. Thank you for your time. But move. And they do it for everyone they get. They look up, and then God looks down and goes, "All right, Shlomo, very good for you, and Hiram, good for you. Very good. That's a lot of mitzvahs for you. Very good. All right, you're going to get an extra bean today. God is feeling so generous. All right, all the Jews get an extra bean tonight." Whatever. And so they do these things, and I was on my block. I was this is a couple years ago. I had a stroller. My daughter was about 2 at the time, and I'm literally going to cross the street on my street to go and be home. And I could see him. I see him. There's a gang, a gaggle of, the most intimidating gang you can ever imagine of Jews. And there's a couple of all men, of course, because no girls allowed. You go home and make babies and make a soup. That's all you're good for. And there's the head Jew, which you could tell because he had the bigger, furrier hat. Which in Judaism, like every single religion, the hierarchy is found in the hats. Whoever has the most conical, or the largest, or the floppiest, or the satiniest, or the furriest. And in Jews, it's furry and it's round, and that's the head Jew. And then the guy, the poor kid with him, is just a yarmulke. Oh, it's like rookie single A ball, and he's like, anyway. So I know what's coming. So I get to the corner. It's a red light, and the guy says, "Excuse me, are you Jewish?" And that is funny. He did. Exactly. He's like, "Excuse me, are you Jewish?" And I say, no, I was born Jewish, but I'm an atheist. And the whole time I'm saying it, I'm even though I'm stumbling when I'm talking to him, I'm lucid, clear, not stumbling on any words inside my head, screaming at myself, going, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't engage him. Why are you doing that? Why did you say anything? Why did you say anything? Oh, good. Way to go. Way to fucking..." And so he's starting to...
I like the way that sounds, because when you're young...
helping him out, and the Jews, and blah, 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 and brotherhood, and I'm just waiting for the light to change, and, I'm like, come on, and I'm inching the stroller out into traffic, just inch by inch, because they have to stop. That's a law. They have to stop. You see a stroller, you got to fucking put on the brakes, and you have to stop. And also, it's not like the baby's head is right against the end of the thing. There's like a 7-inch buffer there. And there's padding and shit. It's not like, and even if it did hit it, I can catch a baby. She was 2. I can catch a baby. So I'm just inching it out. And then the light finally turns green, and he goes, amongst all the stuff, he goes, is your mother Jewish? And as I walk away, I go, yeah, she's Jewish, but I told you I'm an atheist. And then I walk, and I get halfway across the street, and he yells to me, at my back at this point, he yells, "You're a Jew forever!" Which is funny enough on its own. But nobody else knew the context. Nobody else. There's a whole bunch of people, all of a sudden, they're seeing a guy, an Orthodox Jew in full LARPing regalia, pointing at people, going, "You're a Jew forever!" And they're, like, oh shit, it's happening. The Jews they're casting spells. I knew it was gonna happen. Alex Jones was right. Don't come down here. Do not keep everybody away. The Jews are turning people into Jews. They're casting spells and chanting, oh. By the way, I would like to officially change and substitute casting spells and chanting in place of thoughts and prayers. I'd love if we could make it. Next time the Twitter machine gets going and there's a tragedy somewhere, there's 120 people die in a mass shooting, and you're like, hey, just so you know, I'm casting spells and chanting for everybody's soul.